Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for all the patrons and all the supporters that has joined our channel. Thanks to all of you that are sharing and those who have subscribed. You're really making a big impact. Today, as promised, we're going to speak about 3SA and what is the mission and the vision of 3SA in a simple way. Now, South Africa is blessed not just with surreal beauty and unique fauna and flora and people and cultures, but we're also blessed with many people that are critical thinkers. People that can look at the problem and solve it, whether it's difficult or easy. And sometimes the solution to a problem is very, very simple. And 3SA is hopefully one of the critical thinker tanks that can resolve problems. We as South Africans, and I'm going to repeat this over and over, and I think this should become our motto and our logo, is that we should learn to fight for each other, not against each other. And we need to learn to cooperate. Now, in many fields this has been achieved, but we need to broaden the scope. And it needs to be inclusive of everyone, and this is what 3SA is all about. It's a community-driven project. And in future, it will lean heavily on our veterans. And the reason why we need to lean on our veterans is these are people that have obtained a lot of knowledge over the years, a lot of experience. People that have been exposed to things and they know how to handle or tackle problems. We are the so-called pre-Google generation. So just give us a little bit of credit. Unfortunately, we are coming of an age that some of our peers have passed on. So the younger generations are now looking at us as the elders, and they're looking for solutions. And I believe by cooperation, working together, we can do problem solving that is unique to our environment in South Africa. It is just a question of cooperation and the willing to cooperate. I'm not going to paint you a grim picture of what is going on in South Africa. You know it. You share it. Every day we go through the same things over and over again. Crime, load sharing, corruption, etc., etc. But we need to look after each other for our own survival. And I do believe that 3SA is the vessel to do it in. Now, as I said before, there's many organizations and critical thinkers, people that are top of the block, the epiphany of knowledge, people that will be a will contribute greatly to any organization. And we need to bring all these people together. This is the one thing 3SA, or the vision, is to bring these people together for cooperation. Now 3SA has got three major pillars. And one of the pillars I want to speak to today is the pillar of education. And by education, I want to elaborate a bit. And this education part is not just fighting skills or survival skills. It is skills, yes, that is important. But this is not where we want to go with 3SA. 3SA has got a different motive. We are focusing on the needs of the people. It is from the people to the people. And 3SA is open and welcomes anyone and everyone. So if you've got a set of skills that you would like us to use or willingly to share, this is the place to come to. Now, what we want to do is create more content, especially on social media, because we find that there is quite a lack of contact, and The content I'm referring to is specifically like the two previous episodes I dealt with was human trafficking or trafficking in persons. The scary part is that we've got a government and a parliament and politicians out there and leaders, and it doesn't look like it concerns them. Just in these last few days, just three quick ones, was the incident at Beitbridge border post, where buses were intercepted by our border control officials. And the initial report said that more than 400 little children, all under the age of 8 years old, were found, and most probably being part of a human trafficking ring being smuggled into South Africa. Luckily, that number has dropped to 124, but at the end of the day, one child is one child too many. Another great news is on the East Rand, a house was searched by members of SAPS after a tip-off and investigations that led them to that house, where 40 victims of human trafficking were recovered. So, hats off to all those officers and officials that were involved in the fight against human trafficking. Thank you for your contribution, and I promise you the people that are more grateful than me and everyone else is the people that you have saved. But we need to learn from it, and we need to become more vigilant, and only by training and education we will become more vigilant. Now, training, one of our goals, as I said, of 3SA is our training, the education pillar. And we need to get down on street level and educate the people when it comes to trafficking of persons, of human trafficking. Bring back the old, and the EASE program still running, but we need to uplift this program. We need to blow a new wind of life into these programs, especially with your drug programs. Most people don't even know how drug looks. The only thing is they look on TV and it's a white powder and they associate, no, this is cocaine. By the way, cocaine is not white. But surely in the future we will do programs where we can show you exactly how it looks. And if I have to ask you, how does rocks look like, or LSD, or tic, or meth? If you were to go into your child's room, for instance, will you be able to identify it? And this is the type of education we would like to spread among the citizens of South Africa. Being aware, knowing what is what, and how to react to it. Prevention is better than cure. Yesterday, on our previous video, I mentioned the dangers of social media, and this is another subject we need to elaborate on. And education at the end of the day is power, and we would like to utilize anyone that is willing to partake in the presentation of these very delicate subjects. Now, these presentations needs to be done at schools, at churches, at workplaces, at organizations, clubs, wherever we are invited to go and do a presentation. It is about arming the people with knowledge, so that they can defend their families against these evils. At the end of the day, we at the Hornets have come to the conclusion, and it's not just us, but that your human trafficking, your firearms, your drug, your corruption, all of these at the end of the day is all linked. This is how the dice rolls. Unfortunately, South Africa, we are experiencing a big problem in all of these fields. But by education and having people that's educated we will be able to identify the problem and do something about it. The sad news is in a vehicle giving, I'm not saying vehicle giving, but vehicles were dispatched to various police stations in KZN. The General made a announcement that they as management are very concerned about the great exodus of police officials, and this is a great loss, especially against the fight, not in general the fight against crime, but also the fight against drugs and human trafficking. And we hope that these members will be replaced very soon. But at the end of the day, we as the citizens of this country should take responsible, and if we have the power and the knowledge and the education, we can also act to it. I'm not saying become vigilantics, but prevention is better than cure. And the only way we're going to get there is through knowledge, to know what we're looking for, and to be able to identify problems and to raise alarm if the problems is spotted. So this is just one small part. It's also a critical part of 3SA. And in our next video, I'm going to elaborate on the next part, and that is the part of protection. And it might take up more than one, maybe 2 or 3 of these YouTube clips for you to understand what 3SA is planning to do. And we can only do it with your assistance. And once again, we're going to lean heavy on our veterans. Now let me just make this very clear. When I refer to veterans, I'm not only referring to police and army veterans. I refer to, and there's already members on board, previous members from MK, Content, CISO and PAC. A veteran is a veteran. We need to reach all levels of our society, and we need to be open-minded, and we need to have a willing heart to help everyone. And this is what South Africa is all about. We hear so many rumors in the news of people propagating for war. Do we really want that? But we will get to that a bit later. And I hope that by all means, by education, and for us to learn to stand together and work together, especially under the banner of 3SA, we can avoid all of this. We can make South Africa a better place for everyone, the way it should be. And we can only achieve that by becoming one. Once again, thank you for all our patrons and everyone that support us. For those of you new to the channel, it doesn't cost you 1 cent. All I'm asking you is simple: to share, to like, and please, you know the rest. Especially the sharing part. If you wish to become a patron and a supporter of this channel, you will find the links both for this channel, and I'm also going to start leaving the links and email addresses for 3SA. I've received quite numerous emails, and yeah, we don't have a lot of staff at this stage, so things go slow, but I will answer you. I will really get you. And please, all I'm asking you for now, and it is for the algorithm, is to spread the news so that this news can reach everyone, and so we can start operating. So please remember to like it, share it, prescribe, bell icon, and you have a great day.